Sahib. He has done his PhD in MPhil from Punjab University Lahore and has served as lecturer in Islamic International University Islamabad. And right now he is chairperson of Arabic and Islamic Studies in University of Sargodha. Dr. Sahab's main research areas include Quranic sciences, Native Orientalism, Sira, and communal conflict and resolution. I am sure we will learn valuable things from our honorable guest today. Over to you, Tayyiba. Thank you.
Sir, this platform is for you now. Please enlighten us on our topic for today's session. Our honorable guest, Muhammad Feroz Shah Sahib.
Should I start now? Thank you everyone, and good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا ادخلوا في السلم كافة وقال الله تعالى وما أرسلناك إلا كافة للناس بشيرا ونذيرا صدق الله العظيم يا رب صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم وصل عليه. First of all, I would like to thank all the participants of this seminar or webinar, you may say. And indeed, I'm honored and I'm feeling too much pleased that today I'm addressing the students of FC College, which is one of the very sound academic institution in Pakistan, not only Pakistan but in the world. Secondly, I would like to here pray for Dr. Nisar's father, who is all of a sudden got ill and he has admitted in hospital. We all, the students and we all the participants of this webinar should pray for his prompt health and long life. And the society, Quran Society, Kainat and all others who have managed this wonderful webinar on the very important topic are really deserve of my salutation. The topic, as you know, is global citizenship and Islamic values. What is global citizenship? Basically, this is not too much old concept in our academia or in our epistemological circle. Rather, this has its linkages with globalization. First of all, we have to clear the concept of globalization. Then we will move towards the concept of global citizenship. So, my dear listeners, as you know that globalization is a concept which has been initiated by the West on the theme that the marketing and the economical hegemony should be sustained in the West. This is an aspect of globalization. The third one is that as far as the technological gadgets have been rapidly scattered in the world, and now the world has become the global village, and the long spans of the time and places have been scattered and they have become too much near to each other. So that's why everyone is familiar with the other's motions and other actions and other deeds, and all the news prevail in the society or in the world all of a sudden in a 1 minute at one place. So we are living in a place where we are very much near to everyone. So there are nations, there are cultures, there are societies, there are civics, there are socializations, there are communities, but living familiar with each other and near to each other. Now everyone is very close to each other. As you know, everyone, that this is not to be prolonged the debate over this point. And naturally, we are taking impact of each other and benefit of each other, and where there is some problem, they are also be born upon each other. So the globalization has have some negative connotation in it as well. For this reason, as far as the Arab thinkers are concerned, according to them, there are 5 concepts about acceptance of globalization or rejection of globalization. One is the rejectionist approach. They think that globalization is totally an American agenda and this should not be accepted at all. This is rejectionistic approach. And second approach, which is extinct in this world, not only in Arab but in all the areas of the society and in the circle of intellectuals, they think that globalization should be welcomed. A welcomed approach should be given to the globalization, that this is a good thing. Third point of view is neutral approach. Sometimes they think that globalization has good impact and effect on the globe, and sometimes it has some problems or conflicts of interest. The fourth thinking, or you may say an approach, is positive approach. They think everything should be taken at its positive way, and all the changes have naturally been developed, and there is no an intention or negative connotation of anyone in behind this concept. So this should be taken as a natural phenomenon, and globalization is in fact is a natural phenomena. However, the fifth one approach regarding accepting or rejecting the globalization is rejectors the globalization theory on the basis that authoritarian cultural globalization is not allowed and not accepted. We also, the audience can think that sometimes we feel that there are some countries who wants to hegemonize us, who wants to colonize us, who wants to overcome our resources. So that's why they have given or initiated this theory, and we should now, what we should do to reject the globalization. This is some kind of orthodox Islamic point of view as well exists in our society. These are 5 thinking about globalization. What is the best formula? What is the way forward? What kind of concept regarding globalization should we develop in our mind? My dear and respectable listeners and audience, I would like to say that there should be a best formula, the best formula which must be build a new globalized world based on justice, equality, equity, and care of other human rights. When we say this thing that globalization should be emerge on the basis of on the basis of justice, equality, equity, and respect of other human rights, this is very positive thing which we must carry on, and we should serve the humanity on these sort of basis, and we should welcome globalization. Now, after having gone through the concept of, to some extent we have inshallah got this concept, now we should move towards global citizenship. Being an individual, what is our role in the development of this globe in terms of sustainable development, in terms of preserving the resources of the world, in terms of respect to the others, in terms of tolerance, freedom, freedom of expression, to give rights to the needy and deserving people, cooperation in the good things, and these sort of values. Who can say that these sort of qualities are not good? Sorry, a call interrupted my talk. Am I audible? Kainat?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay. Now, I was talking about that if a person is bound to preserve the resources of the universe, if a person is responsible and give equality to each other in their rights and respect to others without any color, creed, and faith, they give respect to each other and living in a peaceful coexisting atmosphere. This is a needful thing which should be taught to all of the students, to all of the citizens, to all of the human being in the world. This is called global citizenship. That a person living in a diverse and pluralistic society gives respect to the human rights, gives respect to the freedom of everyone, and he has been committed in values, tolerance, equality, sustainable development, preserving peace, justice, and these sort of good qualities. So these are the qualities which should be inculcated in the present citizen individual, and this is called that a person is not a local citizen but a global citizen. He has a global citizenship because he knows what the world needs today. As you know, 3.4 GDP of the world economy ruins and destroys in the conflicts. My dear students, this is a very alarming thing. There is poverty in the world. There is a separation in the world. In these sort of environment, we cannot bear how much money is going to be ruined and destroying only on the conflicts. So what we should do, what the world needs, that this 3.4 GDP should be consumed on acquiring peace, on giving the rights to the needy, and to prolong the peace in the society, and to have a prosperous life and livelihood among the social circle. So in short, I would say that a global citizen is any person who thinks and does and supports and believe in the all rights of human being in a diverse society, and all the people have the same destiny to acquire peace and to acquire peaceful interaction with each other, and to tolerate others' peculiarities or other differences. These sort of things we need to build a society unitedly and to address the society unitedly as one hand, one mind, and one heart. I think you have got the concept. Now, should Islam gives values or ethics or Islam binds us to do something which that are equal to that are equally needful for a global citizen? Absolutely yes. This is not the West who says that there should be a perpetual peace in the world, as Kant says, that the world would be liberated from all kind of irrational prejudice. Goethe envisioned that a world there should be which should overcome the limits of German militarism. And the Marx predicted that there should be a society, there would be a society that must emerge, on the basis of overcome the capitalism bondages. Similarly, but not similarly, rather than all, above all, Islam teaches us all these sort of qualities. Islam says that there is no coercion to accept deen. You are very familiar with the ayah of Quran Kareem, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, La ikraha fid deen. Islam says that there is no coercion in Islam to accept the deen. Rather, he says, فَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيُؤْمِنْ وَمَنْ شَاءَ فَلْيَكْفُرْ. One who wants to embrace Islam, he should, and one who denies, he can. Why? So this is basically the point, that whoever has any religion or any thinking or any approach, Islam doesn't compel him or doesn't forces him to accept Deen, Islam. Not at all. So this is the demand of the world also, that we should not having any prejudice, and we should not insist that one should come to my mind and do the things according to my wish and my will, as there are some violences or extremism at some time somewhere present, and we see. Similarly, if you think upon Quran Kareem, the Holy Quran, what is the central teachings of the Quran? मेरी बड़ी ख्वाहिश थी कि काश हम ये जो गुफ्तगू है अपने तलबा के बिल्कुल सामने आमने होकर करते, तो मैं उनसे सवालात करता बराह रास्त, तो फिर मुझे उनके जवाबात मिलते, तो बहुत लुत्फ़ आता कि कुरान करीम का सेंट्रल थीम क्या है. माय डियर ऑडियंस, I would tell you that the central theme of the Quran, a great mufassir, an explainer of Quran Kareem, his name is Imam Fakhruddin Razi. Razi is a very great scholar in the Islamic epistemology, and he has written his tafsir, which is called Mafatihul Ghaib and Tafsir Kabir. He has written that what is my thought upon the central idea or central theme of the Quran? He says that there are two components of the central theme of the Quran. One, devotion to the Creator. Devotion to the Creator means muhabbatul khaliq, love to God. And second one is service to the creation, khidmatul khalq. One is to have devotion with and love with your God, Creator. And second, the created one by God should be treated very politely, very softly, and the created should be served by others. Now think, how beautiful theme has been given by the Quran. So that's why Quran says, وَأَمَّا مَا يَنْفَعُ النَّاسَ فَيَمْكُسُ فِي الْأَرْضِ. One who gives the benefit to others, he will sustain in the world. My dears, now you can think that why Islam is not in superiority nowadays. Why Islam is not in superiority position? Because we have lost to give benefit to others. Now the West gives the benefit. All the comfortable machines and all the beneficial things have been produced by the West. So that's why they are sustaining in the world. They have the hegemony in their hands. They are the ruler of this universe. Why we Muslims are behind? Why we Muslims are behind? Because we not give benefit to others. Rather we hurt others. I must say. So we should think upon that Holy Prophet ﷺ said, Al-Muslimu man salim al-Muslimuna min lisanihi wa yadihi. Al-Mu'minu man aminahu al-nasu ala amwalihim wa anfusihim. The real and original mu'min is he who safeguards others' money and their own selves. And how Allah and Holy Prophet ﷺ teaches us to interact with world people. Allah's Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, says, Al-Khalqu kulluhum ayalullah. Whole the creation, whole the makhluk is the family of Allah, is the family of God. The best among you is he who is best for his family. فَأَحَبُّ الْخَلْقِ إِلَى اللَّهِ أَحْسَنُ إِلَى عَيَالِهِ. My dear audience, Islam teaches us mercifulness, tolerance, justice. اعدلوا ولو كان ذا قربى ولا يجرمنكم شنآن قوم على ألا تعدلوا اعدلوا. If there is some opponents before you and you are at the seat to decide among the conflict, and the decision is in favor of enemy, you must do in favor of against your self and give the decision in favor of enemy. These sort of values which have been taught by Islam, and these values must be inculcated in the society. Quran says all the religions should come on the commonalities, and they should be united even on the commonalities. تعالوا إلى كلمة سواء بيننا وبينكم. Let us come and sit together and think that what are the points and what are the components upon which we can unite. Think positively. Do not think regarding differences. Think upon commonalities. Quran says, وَلَا تَعْثَوْا فِي الْأَرْضِ مُفْسِدِينَ. Don't spread suppression in the society. Don't spread fasad in the society. And Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, demonstrated all these sort of things practically. Once a Christian delegate came from Najran, Holy Prophet ﷺ allowed them to offer their prayer in Masjid al-Nabawi. What are our behavior nowadays? Think about it. And Islam teaches us that our interaction with others should not be insulting. Always give respect to others. Think that لِكُلِّ قَوْمٍ هَادٍ. Every nation has their guider. So don't abuse any guider. So I think these are values which are not local but are global, and these have been given and bestowed to we Muslims. And Islam always tries to be passionate to others. So when we will think about it and we will make ourselves equipped with these sort of values, we will be a very beneficial global citizen. This is all about global citizenship. And thank you once again for taking me on and giving me this opportunity to have an address to the students. I am really very thankful to all who have managed and arranged this webinar. I once again thank you, all of you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.